This video shows a quick example about how to pull some data off the web and plot it. Our example is going to come from the recent Virginia earthquake and aftershocks from it. So here I am on a website that's a USGS website, and if I click on this map I zoom in to the area of the earthquake, and then if I click on this link that says list of earthquakes on this map, I have the list of events, and so you can see there from most recent to the oldest over the last several days. So what I want to do is I'm just going to copy this group, this text here. So I highlight it, I'm going to right click and I'm going to say copy. Then I'm going to go to my notepad, which I already have open, and I'm going to say paste. And the reason I do this is that when you go into Notepad, it kind of cleanses the text of all the surrounding formatting that otherwise might be overinterpreted by Excel. So now let's take everything and we'll do select all and copy. So that basically copies the cleansed contents of the notepad. And we'll go to Excel, and I'm just going to say new. I want a blank workbook, okay. And I can just right click and say paste. So there is the data. So a few things you can see. First is that this column C is too narrow for the date, so we can just make it a little bit wider and see the date. So let's we want to plot basically time versus the magnitude, and you can switch the columns after the fact, but it's a lot easier to do this in advance. So let's do is we just right click on D here, and then we'll click on D and then right click and say insert, and that puts a new column. Now I can just drag these magnitudes over to the other side. Now if I click on one row and I say insert, I can start labeling the columns: date and time, magnitude, latitude, longitude, depth, this is in km, and location. Okay, let's highlight A and B, right click and delete to kind of clean things up. And now I'm going to highlight date and time just like this. I'll go to insert, and I'm looking at charts. I'm going to do a scatter chart, not a line chart. I'm just say scatter dots. So there you see the this is very nice because it shows the magnitude decreasing with time. Now notice we can change the shape of the chart, and now I'm going to can right click on this axis here. I can say format axis. There's a lot of things you can do to change how things are displayed. And notice over here these numbers are actually the way Excel represents dates, but we won't mess with those. If we click on number and go to date, we can change how the dates are displayed to, like as it shows here, just by day, which seems a little bit simpler. And so I can say close.